Alright everybody, and welcome back to King's Quest V. When last we left off, we had just explored the desert, and we found this magical staff. And then we were able to get into the bandits' temple lair thing, and we got some gold coins. Well, we got a gold coin, and this magical urn that has a genie in it that apparently kills us, because of course it does. So yeah, oh, we also got a boot, or a shoe. It's not really a boot.
Well, there you are. I was just starting to get concerned.
Don't worry about me, Cedric. I'm used to this kind of thing.
You could have accompanied me, Cedric, but that would have required you to get off your ass. Anyway, so I think some of the solutions we need to do are pretty obvious, right? These guys need a gold coin to see the fortune teller, golden needle. I mean, I don't know if you guys know what to do with that, but I mean, the tailor, you know? Tailors, needles. Pretend it makes sense, okay, people? But I'm going to intentionally do a couple of things wrong. This game is really bad about letting you do the wrong thing, and it will make the game unwinnable. And I'll show you guys a couple of those things a little bit later on in this video. But there are a few things that you can do intentionally wrong and still complete the game. And I've never personally seen any other LPer do any of those things, so I figured I would go ahead and just do a little bit of stuff that's different, just to be different. So, we need a gold coin to see Madamushka here, but what about a golden needle? Do you think that would do? I mean, I wouldn't take it if I were this guy, but who knows? Who knows?
Well, it is not a gold coin, but I guess it will be fine. Go on in and see Madamushka.
Standards are lower around here.
Warning. This cartoon contains material that may be necessary for information or clues to complete this game. Please be sure to check your inventory if you decide to skip.
Thank you, Josh. Well, like I said, this shows up before most cutscenes. I'm just going to skip it from now on, because you don't need to hear that again. Anyway, let's go ahead and watch the cartoon.
So, you are here to see Madamushka, no? Well, come closer. Sit down. I will tell you your fortune. Already I can tell that you are on a quest of great urgency. We will see what we can find out for you. Look, Ingram. Look into the crystal ball.
Boobies.
Look, Mananan, look what I have for you. Take a good look at what you did to my brother, Alexander. Because of you, he's doomed to spend the rest of his days as a cat, and there's nothing I can do about it. But you can do something about it. Since you're the one that did this to him, you're the only one who can turn him back again. Back to the wizard Mananan.
Alexander!
I don't know how, Mordak. I'm not a wizard. I just happened to stumble across some magic spells and accidentally turned your brother into a cat.
That's totally a lie, by the way.
I didn't mean it. Please believe me, Mordak. I don't know how to turn him back into a wizard.
You're holding out on me, little man. You're taking advantage of my good nature, but not for long. If I don't get a change of tune from you soon, I'll feed your family to the cat, starting with your dear mother.
I'm evil.
Remember what I said. I'll only give you a little more time to decide before your family becomes cat food.
That is all. But I see that your mission is very dangerous indeed. I will give you something to help you. Here, wear this. It is a magic amulet. It will protect you against all but the most powerful magic. Good luck, Ingram. Be careful. That Mordek is a bad one.
Thank you, Madam Mushka.
You've been a great help. Actually, you have. Unlike everyone else in this game. I'm not talking about anyone in particular, Cedric. So, we found out that Mordak apparently kidnapped our family because Alexander turned his...
Madamushka is tired.
I wasn't trying to see...
No more for today.
That's fine. Go sit back in your damn chair. I wasn't talking to you anyway. So apparently Mordak kidnapped our family because Alexander turned his brother into a cat, which he did in King's Quest III, though it was no accident. Not to say that Mananan didn't deserve it, but still, it wasn't exactly an accident. So we got this magical amulet here.
The amulet is attached to a soft leather thong.
Now, you might think that this is automatically equipped, and that Graham is already wearing it just by virtue of it being in our inventory, but that is in fact not the case. So we're going to have to put this on.
The magic amulet begins to glow softly as Graham slips it over his head. He then carefully tucks the amulet into the front of his tunic, hiding it from sight.
Alright, I wonder if that will protect us from the witch's magic. She did say it would protect us from all but the most powerful magic, and, well, I don't know how powerful the witch is. We'll have to find out. Fortunately, we can save our game, so if it doesn't work out, we'll be just fine. So, you remember earlier in the game we went by this here bakehouse, and they had some delicious looking custard pies. And for some reason, we need those on our adventure. Don't really know why we would need a custard pie. But you never know when a pie is going to come in handy.
Ooh, I'll wait for...
Yeah, we know. You're a terrible person, Cedric.
Welcome back to our bakehouse, traveler. Of course, all of our wares are wonderful, but don't forget our special on custard pie.
I'll remember.
Just 1 silver coin each, but take your time. Let me know when you're ready.
Okay, so this is one of the places where you can just be dumb. For no real reason. No real reason. You can just be, we'll save over 3. Who cares? So, can we give him this urn? I don't think we can.
The baker wouldn't be interested in that.
How do you know? Why don't you ask him? Well, I'd feel like overpaying for my pie.
Sir, I would like to purchase one of your custard pies.
These pies cost 1 silver coin each.
Will a gold coin do?
Sure.
What kind of
Okay,
unethical
there you
asshole
go.
is this? At least sell me 2 pies. Come on. Well, let's eat this pie.
That was the best custard pie Graham has ever eaten.
Graham just eats the entire custard pie right there at the counter. Actually, can we buy another one?
Graham has already eaten a pie and is not interested in any more.
Okay, we can't buy another pie. Well, the game is now beyond fucked. We don't have our gold coin anymore, and we ate the custard pie, which is a critical item in this game. Well, anyway, so that's us being silly, but you can buy the pie legitimately, obviously, with a silver
Sir,
coin.
I would like to purchase one of your custard pies.
These pies cost 1 silver coin each.
Yeah, we know. Okay, we got the pie. Excellent. Now, what do we want to do with our lives now? We could go into town. We have a little bit of money now. We might actually be able to purchase some supplies. But, I'm really curious about that dark forest up in there, so maybe we'll go check that out. And we just slowly make our way. We scared this poor bird again. He's gonna have, years of PTSD to deal with after we've disturbed him from his nest a few times. So we're back here at yonder forest. Let's see if this here amulet actually works.
Oh, no. Oh, I'm not going in there. Can't you read the sign?
Come on, Cedric. There might be something important in here.
Go if you want to. I'll wait here.
Yeah, there's so much adventure game logic in this game. There might be something useful in here, maybe an inventory object we can pick up. This game doesn't have quite the direction that King's Quest VI had. So it doesn't really matter which direction you go. I kind of like what the screen looks like over here, so we'll go over here.
To Graham's great relief, it appears that the witch's magic has been stopped by the amulet he is wearing, just as Madame Mushka said it would.
Ah, how you like them apples?
Of all the ugly hags Graham has seen in his life, this is by far the ugliest.
Funny enough, he actually has seen other hags in his life. Turn that down a little bit. So, you just hang out here shooting people all day?
What are you doing in my forest, young man?
I don't know, honestly.
Don't you know you're trespassing?
Oh, I didn't know this was a private forest. Do you own it?
Of course I own it. It's mine.
I mean, to be fair.
What did you do to my magic?
I don't think you need to know. Now tell me something. How does one leave this confusing forest?
I'll never tell. I'm afraid you're stuck dearie. Now you're my prisoner.
We'll see about that.
Yes, won't we?
She has a Dorito-shaped face. So, in the witch's defense, she did post a sign, like, you were warned not to come in here, but you did it anyway because you're an adventurer. And she's just gonna kind of follow us around everywhere. We have this odd little tree here.
A crude little door has been built into the trunk of this large, grotesque tree.
Well, if you're not gonna let me out, I'm gonna finger it.
Graham tugs firmly on the door in the tree, but finds it securely locked.
Okay, well, I mean, nice forest you got around here. So, I'm just gonna keep messing around in your forest. You gonna stop me? Ooh, that's a creepy looking castle there.
A crude, misshapen structure, which remotely resembles a house, sits forlornly in the center of the gloomy forest. A crevasse spewing hot steam and licks of flames surrounds it.
Okay, well, that's interesting. Now, if we go down here, this would normally be where the entrance was. For example, if we go back over here, we'll be back at that little stone structure, right? So the entrance to this place is no longer there. We can't just leave. This is just a weird little place that kind of appeared out of nowhere. Now, this puzzle is not entirely intuitive, right? You basically just have to assume that she's going to be greedy, and she's going to want to open this urn if you give it to her. There's no real reason to think that she would, but that's the puzzle. So, how about this urn?
What's this?
Ah, freedom at last! Now you spend the next 500 years in a bottle.
Good. That old witch won't be seen here for a long time. But now, how to get out of this dreadful forest?
Well, we killed the witch. Might as well loot her house. I mean, that's some D&D attitude for you right there. Open the door, Graham. This is a oddly cozy little house.
The old witch's house has been crudely fashioned from an old tree trunk and salvaged stone. Being cold and creepy, Graham finds he would just as soon hurry up and leave.
I actually think it looks kind of cool myself. It's kind of hard to make out with the graphics. There's a little stairway that goes up into a hole right here.
A set of stone steps, much too narrow for Graham's larger body, wind precariously upward in the back of the room.
And this thing here is glinting, so we know that's important.
An interesting incense burner hangs from a protruding tree branch. Occasionally, from within it, a tiny glint winks.
Let's steal it.
What's this? Why, it's a little key.
And we got a chest here. We're looting that.
A small, intricate spinning wheel is put away in the trunk.
Okay, why not?
Reaching a hand into the trunk, Graham retrieves the small spinning wheel.
And it's kind of hard to see, but there's a little drawer right here we can invade. Invade the drawer!
A small leather pouch is tucked away in the drawer. Graham reaches the drawer and removes the leather pouch.
Okay, we got this little leather pouch here. Let's examine it.
Upon opening the leather pouch, Graham discovers 3 sparkling emeralds. 3
whole emeralds. Hey, we'll take them. We're rich again. Actually, we still have our gold coin, so we're still up there. We could buy a whole custard pie or something. Okay, well, we still have no idea how to get out of this forest, so... We did find a key in that house, though. So maybe that'll open this little little door in the trunk. Little door in the tree in the trunk, you know what I'm saying? Maybe that'll pop her open right here. Let's see what we got going for us.
Graham finds that the little key fits perfectly in this lock. Graham is charmed to find a little golden heart inside the door of the twisted old tree.
He's charmed. He'd be terrified. Okay, well, I think we found that lady's heart.
Reaching into the little door of the tree, Graham extracts the little golden heart.
Okay, well, we did something right. We found the Weeping Willow's heart, so that's something. We also found the spinning wheel and some emeralds. I'm not putting all this together. I don't know, it just seems like a bunch of random garbage. So you guys will never guess how to get out of here. Really, you'd never guess. I don't know how we figured this out back in the day. Probably just clicking random goofball shit and seeing what happened. So, okay, we can go over here. This is a screen we haven't yet been on. This rock looks slightly out of place.
A large, rock-like creature blocks further passage to the west.
It's a rock-like creature. We can't move it. We can't talk to it. You might notice there are little eyes.
Peering curiously at him through the heavy foliage of the dark forest, Graham notices several pairs of bright, blinking eyes.
Can we talk to them?
Hello? Who's there? I say, who's there?
Oh.
Please help me. Please? Oh, never mind.
Okay, Graham. So, the logical thing to do is to take your emeralds and start throwing them on the ground. And a Keebler elf comes out and steals it. Yeah. Okay, well, let's see if we can throw it a little bit closer this time. You know, I don't think this is working. They're just gonna keep stealing our shit. So obviously, we have to take this honeycomb, and we have to squeeze the honey out on the ground, because this is like super glue honey. It will affix them
Graham
to the
squeezes
ground.
the honeycomb as hard as he can, which causes the honey to drip out of it onto the ground, creating a sticky little puddle at his feet. Now all that's left of the honeycomb is a piece of beeswax, which Graham puts back in his pocket.
This is industrial strength honey right here.
Please, let me go. I beg of you.
I will not.
Why should I do that? What will you do for me?
Ho 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 ho.
I'll show you the way out of the forest, if you let me go.
How do I know I can trust you?
I give you my word. An elf never breaks his word.
Well, it's against my better judgment, but okay.
This is now beyond silly.
Move over, Rocky. You're in our way.
Sorry.
Yep. I'm on the good drugs. Well, I guess we'll just follow this elf. 'Cause why not?
Follow me. In here.
We follow the elf into the tiny hole where we are then stabbed to death and robbed.
Warning. This
Yeah, we'll watch the damn thing. We're right next to dinosaur bones, apparently. The digestive tract is a complicated system of tubes. Got this jaunty little tune going for us here.
Hey, over here. I've got something for you.
Is it a fish? Graham slowly walks over to the elf.
I never take anything without giving in return.
Bullshit.
For your generosity in giving me those exquisite emeralds, I give you my finest pair of shoes. May they help you in your quest.
Graham has a thing for footwear, apparently.
Follow that passage over there. It's the way out of the dark forest.
Thank you very much for all your help. I'm sure I'll be able to find a use for these fine shoes.
Yeah. Sure. Well, we are now richer by one pair of shoes. I'm questioning my life decisions about now. I don't know about you. Oh, look, more dinosaur bones. That's nice. Climb out of this intestine here, and we make our way back. Under the log.
Oh, I'm glad to see you're okay. I was beginning to worry.
You were right not to want to venture in that dark forest, Cedric. I thought I'd never get out of there alive.
Yep. You know, you can't actually move that log. I think you're specifically told by Cedric not to bother with the log if you try to move it before you go in there. So we now have no reason to ever go back in there ever again. And we can now move on with the next section of the game. I don't know how long I've been recording, but fuck it. Fuck it! We're gonna finish up this section of the game. We're gonna do it in this video. That's how good we are. I'm giving you an extra value for your money. All $0 you spent seeing this video. So, okay, we have a bunch of random crap, and we need to just basically be altruistic King Graham and go around and give this stuff away to people that we think it would benefit, because that's what you do in these games. And that's not the screen I wanted to go to, but that's fine. I think we need to go
this way. Might have to speed things up a little bit, because I don't want you guys to have to sit there and watch Graham slowly shuffle his way on over to where I'm going. And I swear to God, if this takes me in the door, I'm going to be upset. Nope, we're good. We're good. Hopefully I remember to speed things up a little bit, yeah? Alright, we're back here with these gnomes.
So, obviously, right, he's a gnome, and he's like Rumpelstiltskin, and he would like to use the spinning wheel. Just go with it.
Where did you get this? I thought I had lost it.
Oh, is it yours? I found it in the old witch's house in the dark forest.
So that's where it got to. The old hag took it, eh? You know, this ain't an ordinary spinning wheel.
It's not? Well, what's so special about it?
Why, this spinning wheel can spin straw into gold, that's what. Except you've got to know how to use it. I doubt even the witch could figure that out. Thank you for bringing it back to me.
Now wait, not so fast. How about that marionette? Don't you think the price of the spinning wheel is worth at least twice that of the puppet? I'd love to have it.
Why are you obsessed with this
Yeah.
thing?
I guess so. Boy, give that marionette to the man here. I'll make you a new one. Come on, boy. Let's gather up some wood for a new puppet.
I like how Graham starts to do something nice. He's like, not so fast. I never do anything for free. I'm like a witcher. No, you're gonna give me your son's toy. We have this obsession with the marionette for some reason. Okay, so no man over here is off to tank the economy. We're gonna go give this thing back her heart. I shouldn't have called her a thing. She's a tree. Trees have feelings. You know, you really shouldn't do that. That's not nice. Okay, well, this I found your heart.
My heart.
Okay. It's a little weird.
I don't need this old thing anymore. Look at me, I'm a princess again.
Yeah, look at you.
Herbert!
Alicia.
He was just standing right there the entire time.
Where have you been all this time, my love?
Oh, darling, just take me home. I'll tell you on the way.
A thank you would be nice. Hello, your savior here. Oh, well, that's what you get. Well, she just tossed this harp aside here.
Now, why would she toss aside this beautiful harp? Well, if she doesn't want it, I'll take it.
So we traded a heart for a harp. Can we even play this?
Having learned to play the harp long ago, Graham now plays beautifully.
Okay, well, we have a harp now, because why do we have any of this garbage? Okay, well, that's something. Actually, while we're here, I think we can go plunder some more musical instruments here. Yes, we're backtracking once again. Old scatterbrain going without scripts. Just playing it from memory. And remembering stuff in a really weird order. So now that we got the amulet, the gypsies have decided to leave because people around here have no money and pay them in golden needles. So they left this thing on the ground here.
Not seeing the tambourine's owner, Graham bends down and rescues it from the ground.
Okay, so we got a tambourine and a harp. We can form a one-man band. We'll be the great sensation of Serenia here. Okay, well, all that's left to do now, really, is to go back to town. We have some odds and ends to pick up there. And actually, we need to go back by the bakehouse for the weirdest reason you could possibly imagine. You know what, in this game, it's probably not even the weirdest thing you could imagine, but we'll head that way. We'll head that way. Let's just go down this path. I think this takes us behind the bakehouse. Now this takes us to old Snakey over here, which apparently has nothing better to do than to sit there all day and just stand on that path just to be an inconvenience to us. Like, you couldn't make the snake move, just scare it or something.
Suddenly, frantic squeakings alert Graham to a mangy cat chasing a terrified rat.
Okay, so this is what we need the boot for. Alternatively, you could use the stick in the boot, or the stick in the shoe, rather. A really long shoe. They are interchangeable items, so you could throw the boot to the dog, or you could throw the stick for the dog, and same here. So this cat here is chasing this rat, and we can't allow the cat to get food. It's terrible.
Oh, thank you, good sir. You saved my life. My children and I will never forget your kindness. Maybe someday I'll be able to return the favor. Oh, I hear my children calling. Goodbye, until we meet again.
Sure. You know what? I'm fine with that. Just whatever. That is actually the voice of Roberta Williams, the creator of the series, and one of the major people in Sierra. So there you go. That's her voice. That's excellent. That's truly excellent. Well, let's go visit the town again. Get our ears blown out. Actually, not that bad this time. It's not that bad this time. So first thing we want to do, we want to visit this Yonda tailor shop. We want to buy ourselves a nice cozy cloak.
May I help you, sir?
You're still here. Jesus, man. Just go somewhere else. How about this fine golden coin?
I would like to buy that fine cloak hanging in the corner. Will you take a gold coin for it?
Why, yes. I guess a gold coin would be adequate. Here, let me get it for you.
I can get it myself. It's fine.
Thank you, kind sir. I'm sure it will help me on my travel.
I'm sure it will. Good luck. Au revoir.
Yes, you have a good day too. Good luck getting this guy out of your store. Okay, next we gotta go to the toy shop because we need a sled. For some reason, we need a sled.
Come on in, look around. Let me know if you're interested in anything.
So the thing about this is one of those very King's Quest things. But
Papa,
be quiet. No one wants to hear you talk. No one cares. Oh God, why? By the time you know what you need this for, it'll be too late to come back and get it. Now, obviously he'll take a toy in trade, right? Because that makes sense. Here, how about this marionette?
Where did you get this wunderbar marionette?
He's German.
Craftsmanship is excellent.
Well, I don't know if you'll believe me or not, but I got it from a little gnome.
I must have it. Can I buy it from you?
Actually, you may have it if you'll give me the sled in trade.
Why, of course. But I must tell you, I think I'm getting the better deal. I can always make another sled, but finding another marionette of this quality...
It's a very mesmerizing marionette, apparently.
Weiß nicht.
So, can I have the sled?
Yeah, take it, it's yours.
Thank you very much. I think I'll find this sled very useful.
Well, you enjoy it, and danke for the marionette.
Okay, let's say goodbye to Santa Claus. And for no reason at all, we're gonna go to the shoe shop over here.
It's you again, is it?
I'm persistent.
We still don't have any
Nah,
shoes.
you still don't have any shoes. Your life is sad. How about these magnificent shoes here? Would you like them?
What have we here? Mama, take those shoes from the young man. Let me see them. These are the finest pair of shoes I've ever seen. The leather is soft and pliable, yet sturdy. The craftsmanship of these shoes are superb.
Yep.
And Mama, look at the solid gold buckle. Why, I could retire from the sale of these shoes.
Then the shoes are yours. I don't think I could find a better use for them.
And they don't fit.
You are a god, young man. How can we ever repay you?
You don't need to repay me. Just knowing I helped you is enough for me.
Money would be nice.
Well, it ain't much, but it's all I've got to give. Here, take my cobbler's hammer. Perhaps you can find a use for it. Since I'll be retiring, I won't need it anymore. Thanks to you.
Why, thank you. A hammer could be very useful on my journey.
Indeed. I won't argue that. More useful than shoes.
Take care, young man. We'll never forget this.
That's right, son. We'll finally be able to retire in comfort. You'll be in our hearts from now on. Come on, Mama, let's go home. Let's celebrate our good fortune.
So, it's a little weird to me that people refer to Graham as young man. He's not exactly young at this point. He's pretty old. Look at those grays right there. He's a pretty old man. Anyway, I think we've accomplished enough for this video. And we're going to wrap things up in Serenia for good in the next video, and we will continue on with our exciting journey. Maybe we'll even get to go into the mountains. Who knows? That's the fun. As always, thank you guys very much for watching, and I will see you in the next video. Take care of yourselves, guys.